It's the 10th anniversary of Dead by Daylight, and we have reached the Nemesis in our line of licensed killers. We have a separate series with all the unlicensed and original killers in the game. Nemesis, of course, comes from the Resident Evil franchise. I think this was the first franchise to ever get a second chapter, which introduced the Mastermind, also from Resident Evil. Both of them have sort of contamination or T-virus themed abilities. My assaults on the survivors inflict them with a contamination status. And that contamination can, if they're already contaminated, they can be wounded. And I do this with the tentacle you see there. The more I use this tentacle on people, or on my own zombies, because I get zombie assistance on the map, I will increase my mutation rate. And the more mutated I become, the further my tentacle will reach to do damage, and it will also not just hurt people, but start to break pallets and breakable doors. My zombies can also spread the contagion, and just by seeing their auras, I also get to use them as kind of survivor detectors, because they will move toward any survivors they hear with their hands outstretched. I can also attack them to up my mutation rate. So there will be chests on the map that will have cures, like vaccines in them, so survivors could try to heal themselves. Meanwhile, we have 3 perks that come with the Nemesis. Lethal Pursuer is very popular. It lets you see all the survivors at the start of a trial. That's not really the main value, though. The value is that any survivor aura that you may be seeing is extended for 2 seconds. So if you're using something like Weave Attunement and Franklin's Demise, like to read the auras of people near dropped items, you will add this to your perks and you will see those auras 2 seconds longer. Hysteria is whenever a healthy survivor becomes injured. All injured survivors become oblivious for 40 seconds. So that's pretty good. That just means they can't see your terror radius. It's close to being undetectable. And Eruption is very popular. When you damage a generator and then down a survivor, all generators that have been damaged explode and lose progress. Survivors who might be repairing them will scream and let you see where they are. So that's really a fun, chaotic one, and good in a gen slowdown build. Not many customizations for this guy. There's just a nod, I think, to his original appearance in the game, which I think was Resident Evil 2. And then, of course, he gets a bloodied status, which all our killers do. And then a blight status, which, you know, is a little thematic thing they did at one point to all the killers. So, he's alright. He aight. Something I'm celebrating is the fact that I have managed to get all my killers to at least level 3, which means that all their perks are now not only teachable, but in their 3rd stage, which is great. So this means I'm now going to be starting to select a main. Somebody to really focus on and try to get up to, player level 50 or maybe level 100. Hard to know, but you can kind of see here who my favorites are. I will probably choose the Xenomorph because I'm just a big fan of the Alien series and I enjoy playing Xenomorph so much. Our match will hopefully begin any second. Oh, but before we do, we need to only use those original perks. Alright, so we're going to take this off. And for add-ons, we can play a little bit. Let's see what else we get. Survivors who use a vaccine will be exposed. That's juicy. Increase zombie movement speed after generators are repaired. I don't know that that's fantastic, but... Ooh, remove a supply case. That's mean. Decreases zombie respawn team, increases their movement. Oh, and respawn in an exit area. That's pretty good. Alright, let's get in there. But before we do, we're going to bring along something else. We are going to bring a Ebony Mori, which means that we can kill anyone on their second hook stage. I've been doing that with all the killers because it's fun to see their excuse me, their Mori animations. So I have one critique of this character. I don't love this animation. I don't love that this doesn't seem to be going in one direction, and that, you know, rather than truly animate this like with frame animation, I think they've just done like a they've just swollen that tube every couple frames, you know, by stretching it. It's a lazy animation. It's a bit lazy. I work in animation, and I can kind of guess what happened there. I feel like somebody was like, shouldn't we see some movement in that tube? And then it was just tweaked as quickly as possible. And it was like, good enough. Alright, it is fun to see where everybody is at the start of the trial. It definitely is. Hi! I love your guitar playing. Why did that have no reaction? Oh, well, it didn't need to have a reaction. So the way you went down tells me that you probably have Decisive Strike. Oh, or you're just counting on your friends to do a flashlight save. We knew when somebody goes down willingly like that and kind of asks to be picked up, we know that very clearly they're telling you, we have a plan. Okay. Oh, you're doing it again. Do you have a friend to flashlight save you? Are you going to use Decisive Strike? Go ahead and do it. Use it. Nope. Not sure why they did it that time. We're going to have to take a look at their perks. Alright, this has been fun, but let's get our head in the game and try to really concentrate on where we have generators being worked on. There's one up here. Hi! Hi, Leon. My franchise Nemesis. Yeah. Get that flashlight, buddy. That's what we wanted, is just to contaminate. It's a little low there to pop, but we may as well. Why are you over here, Sable? Did she turn around and come back up here? She did. Why, you have to wonder. What's the strategy? What's the story, Mother? Oh, they have a friend right there. Oh no, it's a zombie. I actually hit the button to drop her, but she instead got sent away. I don't know why. Zombie just took a chunk out of her. Alright, now out here we can get you to a hook. Alright, let's go look for generators being done. This zombie with its arms outstretched tells me that it heard something. And we know somebody just used... Somebody here just used a antidote, and that means they're exposed briefly. Are you the one who's exposed? Oh god, it's you again. Let's pick on someone else. Damn it. Alright, we had somebody working up there, so let's get back to them. So on this map, you want to protect the 3 generators closest together in the hopes of getting a 3-gen. That would be those 3 there. Which means letting others go. Like this one, to be honest, is one that we could really let go of. Hi, Leon. He's upstairs. You know what though? Let the zombies deal with them. Again, we want to protect these 3, so let's see how they're doing. Nothing there. This one we've almost lost. Let's get some eruption on that. And we had Leon right here. Where'd he go? He did the hook save. It's so close, you had to get right on it, didn't you? This was fun. You're out of the game. I probably should have dropped her and moried her. Okay, we'll get... because then I would have been able to hook him. But we'll get you to this hook. Because you're wiggling a lot, but you don't have ride-on hooks. There you go. Now what are the 3 closest gens? Well, we got those 2. So let's check them out. Zombie seems to be investigating. That one's very low. This one's not being worked on, so that's good. We're going to probably let these 2 generators go, although they're also very close together. He's going to probably drop down, yep. Eruption. Oh, didn't drop down. Took the window. Not really using our power here. Haven't mutated at all. Let's keep up this pursuit. We should have been able to get that punch. Okay, we're at level 2, which means we can break pallets. She's hiding over here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's get you hooked. Alright, we're level 2. We want to start using our power more. We got a zombie on patrol up there. So these 3 gens are actually pretty nice here. So maybe we do want to protect this a little closer. Still regressing. Aw, poor baby. Okay, got a nice hook save. We want to get up to level 3. Hi. I don't really want to pursue you. I want to pursue your friend. Because, you know. Yeah, much better. Yeah. He's kind of waiting, hoping we wouldn't notice him. Girl, why are you working on that generator? Do you know how dumb that is? I mean, no offense. Cthulhu Kitty, do you believe this? Why would you go to work on the gen? I mean, I say this often. The disrespect. It's disrespectful to the killer. You must respect the killer. You were lucky to get away, because I didn't want to tunnel you. I went after your friend, right under your nose. And then instead of, like, at least just waiting there to maybe do a rescue, you frickin'... You go and, you start working on a generator within earshot? There, finally. I just wanted to use it. God, because I don't really use my... That was fun. Yay, that was fun too. We're using our power. We're using our power. Again. Yay. Again. And we kill with it. Alright, this is our first match. We're gonna do another one. Stompy. Check out my poorly animated, like, blood pump. Yeah. Alright, let's just go again. Again! Okay. It's been difficult to get a good game going, and I actually had a really good game where I was struggling, but we were forced to strategize quite a bit, and that to me makes a good recording. But then I got booted, and once again could not matchmake because I was being penalized for quitting. So we're going to try going in. I have a hard time using my tentacle strike well, and you know, and with the first hit, it only inflicts contamination, so you don't even get to wound someone. So there's a lot of incentive for me to use my M1 attack, and the more I use that M1, the less I level up my strike. So we're going to try to use our zombies here. Every time we kill one with our tentacle, we will level up our mutation rate. So we're going to be able to get our mutation rate up even faster. This is always true, but this does it even further. It does it by 100%. We are also taking this serotonin injector, where when we kill a zombie, the other benefit will be that we will become briefly undetectable. Just enough to maybe really get the edge on getting to a generator before everyone hops off. Because you can, if you're playing, this game is so sound dependent, and Nemesis is a very loud character. So even if your terror radius is off, and most survivors with any spatial awareness should hear you coming from a mile away. Putting the old Ebony Mori back on here. I had it off for a while because I'm trying to rack up blood points for the eventual release of Jason Voorhees. And we have the 3 core perks, of course. So we'll get in there. Now, the goal will be for me to try and use my Tentacle Strike as much as possible, because it's really not effective until you get it up to its third level. I've also learned that, let's say somebody throws a pallet and you use Tentacle Strike, even at its third level, where it should be able to break pallets, I find that the result is that you either hit the survivor or the pallet, but not both, which is interesting. You would think that if it was long enough, you'd do both, like the idea being that the core of the tentacle would come down on the pallet, and then the tip would strike whatever's on the other side of it, but it seems selective. I don't think we come to Dead by Daylight necessarily for the physics. I think there are a lot of quirks in the game that can cause issues. Alright. We are very slow. But our perk is telling us where people are starting the game. So getting our strike ready. Of course we miss. Moving parallel to that survivor, I got pulled on I got distracted to go after someone else. Damn it. We have now lost the only advantage we had, which is having some sense of where everyone was starting the game. These gens are not being worked on. They managed to stay on that one long enough that they finished it, so we're already down one generator, and survivor pressure on me is high. I will assume this is the generator we're trying to do next. That little bit of undetectable really did help. This person is spinning me around. They're good. Now these survivors are trying to stick together. They're definitely kind of like a baby bully squad. Nice. Let's get this raid up. Nobody's on that gen. We have somebody over there behind us. We had somebody there to the left. They love their flashlight. We were just a little closer. Really don't know why I stopped to do that. Oh my god, this is a fucking squad of fucking Fengmens, and they're just humiliating me. Okay, we see where they're running. It's very clear where they are. I can't even hit my own charger. 3. I can't even M1 anybody. Why didn't she wear the costume that everybody else wore? There's only 2 generators left. This is the worst. Nice. We're probably best off slugging here. Can we get them into a gen? Okay, this is improving a little bit. Fuck. Which gens are we on? Can't get a flashlight on me there. Great. They're gonna pop another gen, I'm sure. Shit. face the wall. Let's take one of them out. And one that other one think I was chasing her. Sure, you can go up on the hook. Decisive strike. Trying to waste my time. Let's get a 3-gen going here. So much for using tentacle strike. Okay, nothing going here. We'll let them get that unhook while we check these gens. Nothing going here. Let's protect these 2 generators here. One of them has my terror radius, I think. Yep, that one. Yeah, undetectable, bitch. Basement for you. No texting. I want to become undetectable, but I like that that zombie is close and helping me. Yep. This is the one that had to make the rescue. Zombie is actually going downstairs. Which is great. Nice. We're having a good time. Kill her and then we get somebody down by the basement steps. They didn't go down here to hide. Where did they crawl? It is very strange that I can't see their blood. This is not working out well. Oh, you quit? But I thought you guys were like a little bully squad. Why would you quit? You're doing so well. keep me undetectable. So this last player is a coward who is not interested in the hook save because the person on the hook is a bot, or because they want a hatch game. Let's try to see what generator they're on. This one's still regressing. There they are. They went for the hook save, so I take it back, you're not a coward. Or maybe that wasn't a hook save. Maybe that was actually a leap. A window leap. No, it was a save. Because we're not hooked anymore. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is where they came from. I screwed that up. Anybody got outstretched arms? Any zombies? Let's check this. I hear it. Oh. You just told me exactly where you are. Really telegraphing your location here. Damn it. Hope your friend's doing a generator while you're taking me on this ride. I can't believe that didn't work. Alright, and so Hottest Blaze here is going to get the hatch, probably. I should have maybe hooked her to try to bring that other player out into the open. Well, no, that wouldn't have worked. What am I saying? They were on the second hook stage. Okay, keep an eye on the zombies. The zombies will show me where they are. And also, be mindful of where you are on the map, because you're checking for the hatch. They were probably here. There they are. There they are. Can they find the hatch? I wish that was long enough to do any damage. Will they find hatch before we do? They found it. We got in a hit. Alright, that was a good game. We did our best. I like the fact that we ruined the plans of what was clearly supposed to be a team here. Yeah. Good job, Fang.